So basically when we arrived in France, we spent a night in a hotel and got acquainted with each other, and then we took the train, the TGV, down to Tours where we met our host families.
It was really nice to be in Tours at first because it was a really smaller town, acquaint you to just
it was like the kiddie pool before.
Right, just life in general abroad before Paris.
Shelley Cabiness went above and beyond.
I'm a music major, and so I was interested in taking some music courses. She helped me do an independent study to finish up my world music credit here. And so what I had to do for that was go out into the city and attend different world music events in Paris or right outside of Paris, and then write reflection and research papers on them. Then once you get to Paris, but just to talk about how things are going, kind of catch up in time for if you do have any problems or concerns or questions. You'll meet once a week, and during that weekly meeting, we would typically go to a different museum.
Sometimes just out to eat.
Right, out to eat.
The weekly meetings were really nice, just to get back together, and Shelley's so sweet that you want to go see her anyway, so.
And then once I got to Paris, I was in, Paris is divided up into 20 different small districts. I was in the 14th, which is on the southern side of Paris, in what they call a foyer, which is kind of like an apartment. You had your, you had a room, you had your roommate, and then with that you had your own bathroom, that sort of area, but you shared a kitchen with everyone else in the foyer, which was really fun because they were all our international students. We had a couple of different scheduled tours. One weekend we went to southern France, to Nice, Monaco, Aix-en-Provence, which was really, really fun. And that was with the central group. It was already planned in the itinerary before we left. And for those first couple of weeks when we were in tour, we did a couple day tours to the Loire Valley to see the castles.
Yeah, we did roughly the same thing. We went to the south, we went to Nice, went to Marseille, and we just did all that. And we both went to the Institut Catholique, or the Catho, and I did have to take a phonetics class, and let's see here, there's phonetics and there was grammar, and...
Those were the two main ones, grammar and phonetics, and you had like a literature.
The literature was an optional one. I took literature, and then I took an art and architecture course. I don't even know, of course you expect the language and the culture and all that, but it really, you come back and you don't really know how to tell people the way you change, but you know you have.
For me, I thought going abroad, sure I'll have a better idea of the French language, and sure I'll become more independent, but independence is huge.
Yeah.
I figured that would happen and that would kind of fall into place, but coming back you realize just how much more independent
you never really realize until you come back and you're like, wow, I just conquered, I went to a foreign country by myself, didn't know anybody, didn't do anything, and then, you come back and you realize, I just got to know one of the most famous cities in the world. I know it, inside and out. I lived there, I experienced it.